Hi friends, I am Rajendra Sandhu. Today I am going to give you a tutorial how to install Google App Engine, what are the pre-requirements of installing Google App Engine, and how to create your own application in Google App Engine. I am using the language Python because actually the Google App Engine was developed in Python and now it's providing support for MapReduce and Java also. But today we will install all our applications in Python and I will show how to deploy your application on Google App Engine and run your application on the Google App Engine. Okay, so first of all, let's understand something about the Google App Engine. Now in the market we heard a lot about cloud computing. It's a prominent area in the IT industry. It's taken as a boom in the middle business applications and in the small scale application and even the larger organizations such as Google, Microsoft, etc. So we have now heard many times that Google App Engine we can develop our application on cloud. So if you heard before, it's good, and we will discuss about what is Google App Engine and how we're gonna create our applications on Google App Engine and how we're gonna work. So second one is, have you ever installed the Google App Engine SDK? SDK is the software development kit. It's provided by Google. So the locally deployment purpose and checking all the different features of our web application development and the working and the development of the web application. Secondly, after creating application, we will start our application locally and then we will deploy our application on Google App Engine. Okay, this much work we are going to do in this tutorial. Let's move to next. So what exactly is a Google App Engine? Google App Engine provides us a PaaS. It's platform as a service. Look, there are three things in cloud computing: infrastructure as a service, then platform as a service, and then software as a service. So Google provides us a platform as a service means it provides us a platform to build a web applications and deploy our web applications. Okay, so it build web applications in the cloud because it's using the properties of cloud computing. So we say we develop our application and deploy our application in the cloud. No server maintenance is required in this case. It's maintained by the Google. Auto scaling, this means as your user grow in your web application, automatically more resources will be provided to your application. So no database management, it's provided by Google. It uses a schema-less database table, that is big table. We will discuss how to create a database in big table and how to retrieve the different data from our database. There is free quota. At every registration you have to register with Gmail, and then at every registration we get a free quota of 1 GB of storage and 10 applications you can make, and means you can have 10 different URLs of different applications with the free quota just registering with the Gmail. It also provides SDK, software development kit, for the development along with the Google App Engine, and it performs very easy deployment. I hope you all have deployed your applications or web pages on the servers. It's very hectic task, but in this case using the SDK deployment is very easy. So it's easy to start, easy to work. Let's see what is Google App Engine. Before discussing the Google App Engine, we should know about something a PaaS and a cloud computing. Okay, the classic approach, now a simple approach we use before cloud computing is we take our server, then we build some storage where we store our website or our application, then we manage our network, then we install operating system, the patches of operating system, we install database, application server, then configure the application server, we create our app and run that app and provide this app to the end user. So amount of work, suppose there is a project of $10 million and this much work we have done. But if we use IaaS, if we use IaaS, we don't have to manage any server, we don't have to manage any storage, we don't have to manage any network. This will be managed by the infrastructure provider. So we save our 20% time and even the money. Suppose we are providing money to the infrastructure as server or provider, so we are giving money, but that money is much less to manage the threes, and even we are saving our time. Time is a very big factor in IT industry. So using IaaS, infrastructure as a service, we can save over 20% of time. But we have to done all these things: operating system installing, their patching, database installation, application server, their configuring, and at the last it's app. But what if we use platform as a service. We don't have to manage this part, we don't have to manage this part. So even we save 80% of our time and eventually the money also. So think, we have $10 million website and now we save 80% of it. So how it worth? Then if we use the software as a service, we don't have to manage even this. So we just use the software. It saves us 95% of the time. So that's the reason cloud computing is a prominent area and it's adopted by almost all the organizations. Okay. Now coming back to the Google App Engine. This is the deployment cycle. They provide us the application engine SDK, software development kit, and there is a admin console for building. I will show you all the things. This admin console for building our application. So first we build our application using SDK, then we test our application using SDK. This because is software development kit, it provides testing in with the SDK, okay, automatically. Then we deploy using SDK, then we manage using the console provided by the Google, and then we upgrade our application as we required with the different versions and again build. This is the development cycle followed by the Google App Engine working. Okay. So before going and understanding the Google App Engine and working with Google App Engine, we should know the complete architecture of Google App Engine, how Google App Engine is working. So we have browser with us, that can be Chrome, that can be Mozilla, Netscape, Opera or Internet Explorer. We create HTTP request and it goes to the Google's load balancer, which manages or balances all the load from the different users. Suppose there are around 100 million users with the Gmail. If the from 100 million users, 50 million users create a Google App Engine, so you can imagine how much load is coming to the Google servers. Okay, so there is a Google load balancer which manages all the load created by the different users using the different browsers. There are the clusters. This cluster can be used Hadoop or any another different technology for creating the clusters. If we got time, I will show how to create a Hadoop cluster also in the forthcoming tutorials. So Google created structure. It is a RPC, remote procedure call mechanism for its database. These are the data nodes. These are the storing the database of our web applications, and this mechanism is used to retrieve the data and store the data. Okay. This is a Python web server. The all Google servers are in Python and managed by Google. Okay. So starting working with the Google App Engine, you have to first install the Python, because Python is the runtime for the working of Google App Engine. It's developed in Python. So open www.python.org and get Python. Okay. Second is get the SDK from developers.google.com/app-engine/ there is the downloads. Okay. These are the different downloads for it's now experimental go purpose for the MapReduce tasks. Now this is for Java and this is for Python, and you can also install Google plugin in the Eclipse. Now we are working on Google App Engine SDK for Python. Okay. I hope you all have installed your download your Python and your Google App Engine. I have already downloaded these two executables and stored on my desktop. Now first of all we have to install Python, because it's necessary for the working of Google App Engine. You cannot install Google App Engine before installing the Python. Okay, just now we are going to install the Python for all users. Okay, it's your choice. Python libraries, it will be stored at C Python 27. It means actually 2.7, Python version of 2.7. Okay. Yes, actually I have created the folder, that's why it's asking. You need all the documentation, registration part, just click next. So it's updating and copying its new files to the user. So let's see. Let's wait for the installation and copying of the files. So all files are copied and our installation is complete. Just click finish. Okay. So after installing the Python, you have to set the environmental variable for the Python, so that when Google App Engine launches this Python script with Python or any hello world.py for example, so you have to create a environmental variable. Go to computer and right click with the properties, advanced system properties, environmental variables, search for the path, then edit it. At the last, just enter the path. It's C semicolon backslash python python 27. It's 2.7 but we write 27. Okay, actually this is the path, computer C python 27. We have give the path of our this Python executable application, so that we can execute different Python scripts. Now install the Google App Engine. This is the welcome wizard. This is checking the Python. Okay, if you don't install Python, you will not get this screen and your setup will be cancelled. Okay, that's why install the Python first and then the Google App Engine. Accept the agreement, create a shortcut menu, add product to the user path, environmental variable. It's automatically done by Google App. Okay, then now install. Just wait for the whole installation to work. So our installation is complete. All files are copied and our registration values, registry values are changed. So just finish it. This is the icon of our Google App Engine. Okay, so this asks for the version. That don't need to worry, that's not an issue. Just delete all the different scripts installed by me. Remove these projects. Okay, so we got a app engine launcher. This is the SDK I am talking about. This is the SDK for Python. We have different SDKs for the different languages. You install the SDK for your language that you are compatible with. Okay, so we got this. Now how to create a new application, how to develop new application, we will study in the second part of our tutorial. In this part what we studied is what is Google App Engine and how to install the Google App Engine and the Python. Okay, hope you watch the second part.